Welcome back, one and all, to more Reddit Neckbeard stories with your friend Moonhorse. I'm here to read some more weird shit to you because, that's what I do. This is from Reddit user Escaped Patient. And that was a wine bottle. Alpha male Neckbeard tries to challenge me. That's the name of the story. So this is a fairly long time ago, so I kind of feel okay talking about it here. Took place in my last year of education. I was just moved into a new class and had a few close friends in this particular group. Sat down at a table with people I knew best just in case we had to do a group project or something. The table I chose had two girls on it who were best friends, Natalie and Katie. The most of the people knew them as Nat and Kat. I was quite friendly with them at the time and still am today. We get to talking when the lecturer walks in and begins to take the register as we're all settled in, and this guy walks in. Well, at first glance, I thought he was going to shoot the place up. We learned his name is Alan. He's wearing a long black leather trench coat that whined and squeaked as he moved. Doc Martens and a hat that wasn't quite a fedora, but had a wide dish-shaped rim. Okay, I'm not really sure what that's called either. Beneath that, sunglasses and a yellow tap-out shirt that I suspected was white at some point. Of course, he had all the standard trademarks of a neckbeard, B.O., public, pubic, greasy beard hair, the stereotypical shit. Class falls silent. It was at this point I glanced directly at Nat, and her face said it all, when I realized the only two spare seats in the class were next to me and her. Rather predictably, he sat next to her and begins to prepare his stuff for class. He takes out a notepad that says Death Note on the cover, and I have no idea what this means, but at the time, it's come to my understanding, it's a reference to some anime of some kind. I'm just looking at both of these girls, and I could tell they were not going to enjoy this lesson. I found it rather funny at the time, but little did I know, I was not safe from him either. The lecturer left the room as we were instructed to continue the rest of our lesson, taking notes, studying. Naturally, people began to talk, and I casually asked Kat if she had anything planned for the weekend. She said no, not really, and I could tell she was concentrating on her work. Before anything else could be said, Alan looks up and says, "Perhaps you could spend the weekend with me." She stops writing and realizes that this is a serious question, and says, No thanks. At this point, I smirk because I know exactly what he's trying to do. He catches me and says, "I hope neither of you young ladies are courting this scrawny douche." Both of the girls look at me, and they didn't know what to say. I wanted to say something witty, but I'm not that creative. So I merely respond by saying, "I'm not scrawny, I'm just not fat." Nat also chimes in by saying, So what if one of us was? Alan begins talking about how strong he is and that he's naturally superior to me both physically and mentally and was the best choice. Clearly has deluded himself into thinking his excessive size is due to muscle development. Now, it's already awkward as is because I'm not interested in Nat or Kat in the way we were just friends, and it felt like any response I would make would just sound like I was, so I try as hard as possible not to take the piss and insult him and say that I think they're trying to get on with their notes, and at that point he calls me a probate bitch and how I wouldn't last very long in a fight against a real alpha like him. It's hard to take him seriously. It's hard to take him serious already, and now he's spitting bullshit like this. Anyway, it's starting to get quite insulting because I care a lot about my fitness and physique, and don't get me wrong, I'm not Rambo or anything, but I can hold my own in a gym. So I keep my cool and simply respond by saying that people who are actually strong and intelligent don't really have to say it. They just show it. This is when he erupted and said, "Agreed, so let's fight. I'm gonna kick your ass." I declined and the class ended, and as he left, he remarked that I was a coward and a faggot while sauntering off. This particularly rubbed me the wrong way because I know this guy thinks that he's the protagonist of a real-life anime, and I reckon it wouldn't take much to lay him out. Nat and Kat thought this was extremely funny. When we found each other later, they mentioned that I should have just punted his fucking head across the room then and there. Some other guys I knew mentioned that they met him and how this was seemingly a common occurrence. Nat, Cat, and I, nor anyone else, looked forward to the next year with this guy, and this is how he acted on the first day back. All in all, it's not the worst Neckbeard story I've read, but yeah, it's pretty bad. At the time, it's pretty cringy at the time, so there's more where that came from. Oh, this guy seems like he's gonna get his ass kicked one day. It's gonna suck for him, but be pretty funny for the rest of us. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and also I have a Patreon if you really enjoyed this, and I'll talk to you all later. Probably gonna go read another Neckbeard story. Okay, goodbye.